A Shalom Yashala. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Waharakako Dash Barakathum. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the select number of Akion pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth, and salutations to the select number of Aquat out there listening. What I'd like to get into, man, it's gonna be, quick. I'm not gonna try to make this too long, but through the spirit, it may continue a series, potential series, or edification. And first and foremost, Sakyam, let's always keep in mind, it's never personal, but it's business. You know, these people, these scoffers that come up, the Lord has set them up to do that. Which is beautiful because this keeps us on our toes. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah. Now the big, I'm very shocked that guys are still even talking about debates. You have this guy, Vocab Malone, who's still at it. He went over the side net of TV, and questioned the sign. Everybody has a problem with the sign, even other Israelite camps who don't follow the correct doctrine. I'll say. I'm a I'm gonna go into it in Ezekiel 37. Of course, this is Israel just being awakened through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua for those who were dead, man. The men of the Lord are no longer in the congregation of the dead, and that's really just getting these heathens and 2/3 of our people really agitated. You're showing your hand basically, man. Your poker face is no longer good, man. You know, why are you so damn concerned about especially how they have rankings in throughout the society, men who are at the bottom in the society, whether it be economically, just all across the board. Our people have the worst health. I mentioned social, economically, jobs, so on and so forth, right? We're the last of everything. So why would you worry about that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because the spirit of prophecy is really getting to these guys, man. Okay, but I'm more so want to touch on this is simple, but everybody, it ain't made for everybody to get it. But I'm gonna start in Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 16. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. And we know Judah is referring to who? The southern kingdom, the so-called Negro, the so-called Haitian, the so-called Jamaican. Okay, as we know through the spirit and prophecy to be who? Yahweh, Lawyer, and Benjamin. Okay, I'll continue reading. And for the children of Israel, his companions, and then take another stick. Okay. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph the stick of Ephraim, and Ephraim is a representation of what? The northern tribes. Aparium, Issachar, so on and so forth. Napatalia, Ashar, you know, the so-called Puerto Ricans, the so-called Mexicans, Gad, the so-called Native American, you know, that vocab was mentioning. Well, it's breaking it down right here, man. But if you don't get it, you don't get it, and that's perfectly fine. The interesting thing is, why are you at it so tough, you know? And I'm gonna reread that in its entirety. Bear with me, Baba Kusha. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, and understand thou son of man is talking about who? Israelites. Okay, this isn't a party for everybody. This isn't inclusive. Okay. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for the house of Israel, his companions. Okay, that's where that sign comes from, and the inspiration is through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So you guys are baffled by the fact that the spirit of prophecy is dealing with men. Okay, It isn't nothing mystical, man. Even though Yahweh Bashim Yahshua can make some mystical things, and he's the Most High, the Creator, Yahweh. He can do that. There's simplicity in Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Okay? Verse 17. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thy hand. Okay? And what is that talking about? That's talking about the 12 tribes, okay? Verse 18. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Verse 19. Say unto them, thus saith Yahweh our power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. Okay? And that is clearly talking about the 12 tribes. Okay, 12 tribes of Israel. And that's where the frustration of them not getting it, man. These heathens and 2/3 of our people. Okay. Because I've never seen this society ever concerned about Jake. You know, the only time, people are really even willing to engage or speak on Jake is when Jake is cooning, when Jake is dunking from the free throw line, when Jake is moonwalking. But Jake has something highly intellectual and spiritual to say. It's a problem. You see us taking a stand. Like, whoa, this isn't the direction. This isn't a reflection of Babylon, man. We're in the spirit of putting on a new man, you know. We're in the spirit of putting a new man, and honestly, because this whole chapter goes into the valley of dry bones. Ezekiel 37. I started midway just to get to the 12 tribes chart, okay? And then another one I'm land back with is a banger through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. Okay. I'm tripping. This is Isaiah chapter 44, verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Thus saith Yahweh, that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou, Jeshurun, whom I have whom I have chosen, for I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring. Who's that talking about? That's talking about Israel, man. That's talking about the so-called Negro, the so-called Haitian, the so-called Jamaican, the so-called Puerto Rican. That is talking about the so-called Uruguayan, Colombian, Dominican. That's talking about us, man. And because I caught that when Vocab was on Sinetta earlier. I believe that was today, if not yesterday. When he said it was what I find problematic. Hey, that's your problem. That's your problem. That's problematic for you. And of course, this is going to be problematic, like for 2/3 of our people who just want to remain boneheads and want to remain in the congregation of the dead. That's fine. We're only out here for the elect, man. This isn't everybody join hands type of situation, man. Okay. Verse 4. And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses. Verse 5. One shall say, I am Yahweh's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob. And another shall subscribe with his hand unto Yahweh, and surname himself by the name of Israel. Okay, that's talking about the southern and northern kingdom, man. Okay? Brothers are popping up all over the world, man. And it's messing you people's heads up, which is Yapah. And that word Yapah means beautiful in the Lashawan Kodash, the holy tongue of our pure language, okay? Because people that's the problem that people have, man. Okay, that is the main problem. It's not a high rate of inclusivity, okay? Everybody can't come. Hell, 2/3 of our people can't come. It's only for the elect, man. Now, granted, through the regeneration, our people will be able to enjoy the kingdom, man. Okay? But this is only for the elect. So that is why, first and foremost, our guy vocab doesn't get it, man. Okay? And I'm just, this, and isn't even heavy, man. It's like, I don't mean to say it like that. This is heavy through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Because coming into the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that you are a Hebrew Israelite, man, okay, that you're an Israelite, just to come into the fact of that is heavy within itself. And it's still mind blowing every day, man. Okay, especially when the Bible's brought up, you're like, damn, that's us. Or you just see attributes from the books we read. Like, man, that's clearly Jake today. Nobody has those other attributes. Okay, all these other nations have those attributes. Okay, Cushites, Ethiopians know who they are. Hamites, which they are Hamites too. But everybody know who they are, man. Everybody has a good idea. The Iranians, okay. The Persians, the modern day Iranians are what? From Persia. The Arabs know that Ishmael, man. Elam know what's up. All the other nations know what's up, man. The so-called white man would tell you he's the goddamn devil himself. But it's problematic when the so-called black man, so-called Latino man, so-called Native American man has something to say according to the spirit, according to biblical prophecy, okay? Because this is our biblical documentation, man. We don't need no birth certificate, man. That's vanity anyway, okay? And I'm not even gonna read all Romans, man. I'm gonna just get verse 3, man. This is Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Should it make without effect? Should we start just packing up? Should we start just pumping out lessons and stop? But no, hell no. If if it's that easy, you wasn't in the spirit to begin with, nor were you chosen, man. I just want to give a slight rundown with the whole chart thing. The chart comes from the scriptures, man. The 12 tribes, that comes from Ezekiel 37. It comes from Romans 44. Okay. It comes from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay. I know people, Abba Bivens, this and that. And hey, spirit, it was a spirit of prophecy, man. And matter of fact, it's only right that I bring that out. And I'm going to close off on this, but some people aren't going to get it, man. And trust me, I'm not going to lose sleep over that tonight, along with any other, whether it be the apostles and elders on down, and brothers just coming into the fold, and the select number of Aquath who believe. We're not about to lose sleep because you feel some type of way. This is John the Revelator. This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. He's talking about worshiping Yahweh Mashiach. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren, Salakia, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, this is the spirit of prophecy, man. If it breaks you up so much, don't come out to the highways and byways, don't watch videos, but apparently it's keeping you intrigued enough to write books, to do a world tour and what have you. This guy's actually doing a world tour off the labor of what the men of the Lord are doing, man. And I happen to, through the spirit, I happen to believe that I'm amongst the men of the Lord, because we're really to the point, ain't nothing funny no more. It's either like bro, like where's your shield at? What are you gonna stand on? How are you gonna ride this out? We, through the spirit, we want to ride this out through the spirit and power of prophecy, man. The spirit of prophecy, man, and the oh so powerful name of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. That's how we want to ride this out. We not riding it out with debates. Well, maybe. Nah, we ain't riding out with doubt, man. Brothers been building their faith up, and that's what we're doing. And for you Akiam who may catch wind of this lesson, that's what we're doing, man. We're built. We're building, a spiritual temple for one, and we're going to receive that, man, because that's going to play out here on earth too. People just think this is going to be some type of fairy tale, or like Yahushua Mashiach is really gonna come back handing out candies and roses. Nah, bro, that's not the case. Them tribes on that 12 chart uh sticks that the signs that the scriptures was prophesying about in Isaiah 44 and in Ezekiel 37. Yeah, yeah, that's who you're gonna have to deal with through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, you know, and the rest is history, man. And the rest, shall I say, shall be the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay, that's all I have on this. I didn't want to make this too long. I just want to get those key scriptures that specifically go into the 12 tribe chart, man. It's through the spirit of prophecy. You don't get it, you don't get it. Once again, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua, Wahar Rakah Kodash Barakatham. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the select number of Achion pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth, and salutations to the select number Achiam who sincerely pushing his truth in the four corners of the round earth, and salutations to the select number of Akwath who's out there diligently and adhering to this word, sisters who's taking this thing seriously as well. Shalom.